thought to talk today, even though I've literally just woken up and I've not had any caffeine yet. Talking on it is way out of my comfort zone. I don't even talk tomorrow when I wake up in the morning. There has to be at least a coffee in between, which I know is pretty cliche. Which is why, because I know it, I know it's wrong, I know it's silly, I push myself to sometimes, instead of saying good morning, I literally got pissed off because she didn't get milk. I mean, she did get milk, but it was like skimmed. And I refused to have a cappuccino with skimmed milk, at least at this point of the prep. So I went out to the shop and I got whole milk. But as long as I can have whole milk, I will gladly allocate these 6.5 grams of fat to my morning cappuccino. Happily. There is nothing I would rather give this 6.5 grams of fat to than the artistic beverage you're about to witness. When you have a coffee grinder, you will find coffee powder pretty much everywhere, so we tend to have these everywhere. Mug selection calls for Starbucks, Wilson. We have a little Starbucks mugs from the world, and this one, and just normal mugs in that one. Of course, milk. The milk that cost me an extra 5 minutes walk this morning. I was pissed off this morning, but I wasn't pissed off, I just didn't want a skim milk in my cappuccino, that's it. I think Italians are very misunderstood, you know? I think we're very misunderstood. We can just say one thing and we can just get pretty heated up and say that thing because it's just our style. But people in the UK who generally think we're pissed off or we're having arguments, but we're just saying something. And you know, these things happen very often. Either way, usually I will make myself fuck it, you know what, I'll do it again. Every morning I have electrolytes. It was only like Sunday, Monday, I didn't have any electrolytes because I ran out, but every single morning since pretty much 2023, I will have 8.5 of this magic concoction. It obviously the electrolytes are responsible for hydration, but I'm wondering if these motherfuckers are affecting my body weight, because I just tend to wake up in the morning a little bit heavier, and then without eating I will pee something like 6 times and the body weight will go down by like 2 kilos. So I think that these are just making me retain water, but it's just so important. I mean, cognitive functions, hydration, like this magnesium, potassium, chloride, sodium, it's like literally the salt of life. Is so important. I tell all my clients to get them. They made an incredible difference in my brain, my training. I think not getting him is a disservice, but I really hate the fact that I wake up in the morning a little bit. If that's the cause, just a little bit heavier. Now, with these two BDs, I'm ready to go upstairs and look at my checking pictures. Right now, I'm literally just checking in with the world, with my clients. So I usually open Instagram, YouTube. I'm literally looking at somebody. First of all, I'm looking at an email from YouTube saying that we wanted to let you know that our team reviewed your content and we think it violates our sex and nudity policy. So I think they've just seen me posing in my pants and in one of the B-rolls of the video, and maybe like they've deemed it as nudity, which is kind of surprising because many other videos will show me posing in my pants, and to be honest, they won't even show me the video they have removed. So I don't even know which one it is. It's not the one I've shared yesterday. So I don't know, I'm gonna have to investigate on this because obviously they're not applying any strike to my channel because they think I didn't know and I didn't do it on purpose, which is the case. But what I want to avoid is if I didn't do it again, if they actually apply a strike to my channel because they think that I'm doing it on purpose, I have no idea. Anyway, we're waking up to 18 new followers on Instagram and about 30 new subscribers on the channel, which is good. And hey, the prep documentaries have not even started, so let's kick it off like this. What we're gonna be doing right now is literally looking at my photos together and have an objective assessment of what I generally look like first thing in the morning. My coach, stupidly, in the off-season or in pre-prep, well, I say stupidly, but no one's ever told me this, I would drink this coffee and sometimes these electrolytes as well. I would then, go to the toilet and only afterwards I would then take my check-in pictures. But, my coach said I need to do it literally in first thing in the morning, getting some movement, minimal water, and then straight taking pictures, which took me way out of my comfort zone because my back is stiff. I feel even like a little bit bloated in the morning because I just feel like, everyone has to go to the bathroom. So, but, to the coach, is okay. Pictures are coming out okay. So we just follow the process. Another thing is I used to take my check-in pictures outside, but at that time it's dark. So I would have to literally do it now. So in UK is 8:15 now and it's just about light. So I would have to take my pictures now, but as you know, I've taken my pictures
an hour ago. So let's have a look at these pictures together and see what we think. So got the front relaxed. I know for a fact I am leaner. I am right now at the best body composition I've been at this body weight, which, you know, this right now is like 97.8. Right? This is 97.8 kilos. But I know for a fact yesterday after bathroom I was literally 96.1. So there's 1 kilo point 7 difference. And yeah, today I think I'll ask the question to the coach, because some days I just wake up a little bit lighter, some days I just wake up a little bit heavier. But honestly, this is due to electrolytes. Either way, sometimes I will take 2 take of the same pose and delete the worst one, obviously, and keep the best one. So I can send the best one to my coach. And this one, I just don't really like. The right hand side is a little bit tight. So I took 3 takes because I literally noticed that that I did. I think it got a little bit better, but we're still a little bit tight. So we delete those 2, we keep what we think is the best. Rear lat spread. So this is one where you can generally see how tight I am in my back and my lower back. I can't actually bend backward as much as I should. I'm a little bit bending forward actually. Same with the back pose. So to start with, my right hand side is tight, and the finish, you can also notice that my lower back is a little bit stiff. So I took another one. I think this one's a little bit better. Yeah, that's the back. Which, you know, my back looks really different when I got a pump on. What you're looking at right now is like me as soon as I wake up in the morning. These ones are literally the same. This is my least favorite side, which is why I never do a side chest or side tricep from that side. This is my least favorite side. So here, I think I forgot to squeeze the glutes. Here, I tried, but my chest wasn't where it needed to be. I think this one is the best, where we got glutes, hamstrings, and a okay amount of chest. So just delete. Side tricep, to be honest, one of my favorite poses. Quite like it. Abs and thighs, I'm still trying to understand it, to be honest, which is why I hired the posing coach. I've not had the single lesson yet. I literally paid him 2 days ago, but I'm gonna book some posing sessions soon because I need to get better at posing. So now you can see just how much leaner I am in my upper body than my lower body. It's just my genetic. Most muscular. Today wasn't too bad. Remember, I'm literally posing without a mirror, so sometimes I won't look perfectly in line. But yeah, I'll say it's pretty good so far. And yesterday, pretty much looking like this after pull. So yeah, it's okay. It's we're definitely moving forward. I'm going to send these photos along with the checking form to Edgy, and who is my coach, and he's gonna send me a feedback, and hopefully it's gonna be a positive one. To be honest, so far he's always sent me a positive feedback, so I'm not sure why it doesn't have to be positive, but I'll ask him a few questions and see what he says. Everyone, by the way, does these prep documentaries when they work out. But I forgot to mention today is actually my rest day, so I am going to the gym, but I've got like 20 minutes of Stairmaster. So right now, I think like in the easy part of prep, I have. So if we look at my calories, we've got 2,740 calories on training day, 2,500 calories on rest day, which is today, and then I have one high day, which is on a Friday, where I eat 3,300 calories with 445 grams of carbs. So I still have one high day, which is meant to fuel legs and upper body the next day. And so far it's still working. I'm still dropping body weight, even though I eat over 3,300 calories on one day of the week and 2,700 calories on my training days. I think it's pretty good. Literally saying 97.1 eating these calories, being this lean is pretty good. And today we are 20 weeks out, 21 weeks out, and 26 weeks out, which when you put it like that, it doesn't sound like a long time. So I just want to show you the shows I'm actually doing. So, and these are the shows that like AJ has recommended for me. This is a warm-up show, IMBA Dutch Championships, which is today 19 weeks and 3 days out. And then of course I got the GOAT UK DFBA Heart of England, 20 weeks out, 3 days out. So these are literally 6 days after me coming back from Netherlands, this one. Then we've got 4th of July, the NBA PNBA Worlds in Budapest. This is going to be the biggest show of the year, and I'm very, 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 very excited. Now, I think that in between these two, I will likely do maybe a PCA Natural on the 28th of June, but I really have to time it well because it's only 8 days away from the Budapest Worlds, so I don't know. But I like to think that I can do it, so we'll probably add it here somehow. Anyway, what I want to do with these prep videos is I want to have a theme for each and every video, and today's theme is to reject to be normal. I was thinking about this the other day, and reject to be normal is a little mantra of mine. And what does that mean? I look at what normal people do, right? What normal people do. What normal people. I think it was like Christmas, a New Year that have inspired this, and I see, first of all, that people wasting so much money on pointless presents for themselves or for other people. I just think it's a very consumeristic kind of time of the year. But of course, like, we can enjoy capitalism and we can enjoy to treat ourselves. I did buy myself quite a few things. It's not like I want to be an hypocrite, but I think, I just hate how people do things without like thinking about it. I did not buy anything that wasn't necessary, that I didn't need. I only gifted my very, very, very close family with something that was meaningful rather than just something that's just expensive just to do something. And of course, when it comes to food, people, I've seen it with a lot of my clients as well, they will just eat anything in sight. They will move very little, work out of regret because the day after Christmas Day or Christmas Eve, or the day on Boxing Day or on the 2nd of January, they will just work out of regret because they know they've eaten way too much. Or I just don't know why doing that. like, yes, you can eat different foods, and you can enjoy a big Christmas meal. You can eat more if you wanted to, but if it always leaves you regretting it, then why doing it? I just don't understand. So Christmas, I was in prep. New Year, I was in prep. I enjoyed different meals. Um, my family was taking a piss out of me because they were saying, "Oh, you're on a diet, you're on prep, and you're eating focaccia and all these things." I'm like, dude, I factor it in. I've literally tracked this shit, and I know I can make it fit because I didn't. I didn't have a breakfast, and I actually had a shake for breakfast or something like that. And for lunch, I just had some protein and some vegetables. I know I can feed these carbs into my diet, so trust me. But they were just laughing at me like so hard, like all 10 of them at the table, calling me, they were calling me anything, but literally implying the fact that I was trying shit. And when I came back, I sent them the graph for my body weight that went down, and I was like, I told you. So you can eat different foods and you can enjoy more of it. Just factor it in. But either way, if you know on prep, you don't need to do that. That's okay. But I reject to be normal. I just reject to be normal in terms of the consumistic kind of like side of it and the food side of it. Christmas was my rest day, and that's why I didn't train. But rejecting normal goes beyond what Christmas and New Year wear. I think rejecting normal is also a reject to do things just to how everyone does it, right? Everyone trains to failure. Don't fucking train to failure. Train to 1, 2 RIR smartly and train to failure when you need to train to failure. Or don't drink whole milk on prep. Why? Why the fuck? I will I will eat less avocado and less dark chocolate to feed my whole milk in the morning because it's just so important. And train high volume. Why would I train high volume? I train very accurately, very intensively to be able to do literally 2 sets and still grow an immense amount of muscles. Like, guys, you've seen me this morning. I'm literally nearly 100 kilos with this body composition, being natural. It's pretty fucking good. So, even though I think I am, I have got so much to learn in this sport and so much to achieve. I actually do like my physique and I like how it's developing. So yeah. In fact, let me just show you one thing because I think you might find this interesting. I'm just gonna show you what my first prep in 23 looked like and how actually used to look like. Okay, so we're gonna go back to 23. These was kind of like one of my first few check-ins. This is like the 8th of February 2023. So, some time ago. And the idea was to do men's physique. So I'll be sending men's physique photos as well. But guys, this was my physique. And this wasn't even my first check-in. Like, when you see this, right? And then see this, you can tell I've made some progress, and this was literally in a span of 3 years. So yeah, I might say I'm a mediocre bodybuilder, but I know in my heart I'm going towards the right direction. So that's literally all that matters. So do you know what? I rejected to be normal in pretty much every area of my life, like even in the sense of like career and business. People want a high paying job, and that's what I thought I wanted too. Until I literally fucked it all off to work for myself. When I was earning zero money for myself, like I did not wait for my own business to make money in order to leave my job. I left my job and invested what I had left into a mentorship that would make me the best personal trainer on the gym floor. And I did it, and I was fully booked within a month and a half. Like a month and a half I was fully booked, and I was a personal trainer full of clients, and I've seen more money than I ever had in my life. Already on the second month of me literally leaving that job. And you know what? Like, my job left me something like 9K, and I've invested five and a half of them. Like, who the fuck has literally 9K left and invests something like 55%? No, sorry, 65 to 70% of that money into something that he doesn't even know is going to work. I did it. And I did it, and it brought me where I am. And even to this day, like, so much of the money that I make, I reinvest into education. I do online coaching now. I have had mentors for over 3.5 years. I have a bodybuilding coach. I have a posing coach. I invest in, advertisements, marketing, and yes, I'm only at the start, but who the fuck does that? Successful people do that. Successful people reinvest their money into the business, right? But what I see around me is people holding on to their money, keeping into their savings, or buy themselves a fucking nice car that they can barely afford, or maybe save to buy a house. Dude, I don't want to buy a house. Like, it's just so at the bottom of my priorities. Reject to be normal. I don't want to buy a house. Everyone wants to buy a house. I don't. Simply because it's not an investment. Buying a house, it is not an investment. Buying 4 to 5 houses is an investment. Buying one house is not an investment. And unfortunately, we grew up thinking that it is because maybe our parents told us so. I know because my parents have told me that. Maybe your parents told you that too. But in this day and age, it is not true anymore. If you buy a house, it's one of the worst mistakes you can make. For like literally so many reasons I'm not even going to go into, because today is not about financial advice. Today is about prep, and it's about rejecting to be normal. So by now I've given you about 4 examples of why I reject to be normal, and why by rejecting to be normal I'm literally moving forward in life, at my pace. I'm not a millionaire yet. I'm not the most successful guy on earth yet, but I'm moving forward at my pace. And for a guy like me who literally comes from nothing, poor town in South Italy, family of 8, I'm telling you, I'm moving forward, and I'm happy with that. And yeah, I urge you to think about rejecting to be normal in life, in training, and in your career, and think about it. Maybe you are already, and by watching this video, you're literally agreeing with me. But fuck it, reject to be normal. Either way, today's the first day of the series. Thank you so much for watching. And the next one, there'll be a workout. But today was just about talking about what the plans are, see where I'm starting from, because even though prep started in December, I was just both my head, my work, and my time wasn't in it to start doing videos like this. I had to wait for the beginning of 2026 for me to make this video, and hopefully you've enjoyed it. And thank you for watching. Consider subscribing to my channel and hit the bell to see when another video is coming up. Until then, have a blessed 2026. Till next time.